ancient land bridge. Those original native people who still call Alaska home include the Eskimos, Aleuts, Athabascans, Tlingit, and Haida. Those that traveled south created their own legacies and ancestry. Sitting Bull, Pocahontas, Geronimo, even ancient Mexico's Montezuma can all trace their roots back to Alaskan soil. Alaska's Inside Passage. Islands blot the waters and create a navigational maze, like the last pieces to a great continental puzzle. The very first European explorers of America's Northwest found the Inside Passage a complete mystery. Within a few hundred feet of shore, they could find no bottom to the sea. The tides would put the most seasoned captain in peril. The natives feared gods and deities lurking in the depths. And there were monsters in the deep. The humpback whale, one of Alaska's most mystical and elusive creatures. Migrating through Alaska's summer waters, humpbacks surface for air in tranquil arcs, or disappear completely in a thunderous splash. The humpback only is witnessed in moments, which makes a sighting so valuable. England's George Vancouver charted the passage in scientific detail. Frequently cloaked in fog, the majesty of the landscape did not escape his writings. But even in 1794, Vancouver's journal describes the forests exhibiting the visible effects of the axe and saw. The Inside Passage today is simply the most exhilarating stretch of water on the American West Coast. And much of it remains just the way George Vancouver witnessed it over 2 centuries ago. The towns that line the Inside Passage are few and far between. Isolated islands of humanity along an ever-changing coastline. Angoon, the only permanent establishment on Admiralty Island, is a purely native community. 1,000 Tlingit residents call it home, holding on to as much tradition as possible. While Angoon has ties to commercial fishing and forestry, the true desire is to live off the land, just as their forefathers. The sea takes on many meanings along the Inside Passage, depending on which world you come from and where you want the waters to lead you. They say that if you spend time in Alaska, it changes you somehow. you certainly cannot view the rest of America in the same way. The scale of the lower 48 is, well, lower is an apt comparison. Alaskans know they are attached to something grand, and that tacit connection is carried with them wherever they go. The sheer proportion of Alaska has its effect. This is a place where people come to reach for big ideas, to push themselves just a little bit further. Alaska demands more of you, whether you're reaching for gold, oil, the finish line, or a place to call home. That sense of tenacity is the underlying character of Alaska's people.
This program was made possible by Princess Cruises and Cruise Tours.
There's more of Alaska, from the Mount McKinley Wilderness Lodge, from an Ultra Dome rail car. There's more of Alaska with Princess, where I belong.